each of the state governments in the last few months have received additional 30 billion from the Federal Inland Revenue Service outside their normal allocations, from the Federation account, outside their normal allocations, to assist them in ameliorating the food situation. So we believe that every state government should utilize the funds so received towards ensuring that food is available in the country. So the state governments have a lot to do. They are closest to the people. And I don't want to mention local government because most local governments are controlled by the state governors. So my belief is that if the state governments do what is needful, then the local governments in turn will only be involved in sharing to make sure that these things get to the people. But we must not overlook the fact that Nigerians are not going to be interested in stories. Nigerians want to see action. And that is why I commend the joint committees for the recommendations that they have done, and I commend the senators who are constantly going back home almost every weekend to assist to make sure that you reduce whatever sufferings, but assure the people that this government will do everything possible. That's why I said no policy will be exclusive or excluded. This is an emergency situation. Nigerians want to eat food, and we are going to provide food for them. The government will have no excuse. Despite what we met on ground, COVID-19 used to kill, in Italy alone, up to 4,000 people in a day. Most of them were farmers. They couldn't go back to farm. Ukraine, fighting with Russia. 70% of the world's wheat came from Ukraine. And therefore, those things have stopped. The wheat can no longer come. So you don't expect that not to have impact. And then insecurity in the Northwest with the vast land. And then, of course, what was happening in the North Central. You don't expect that not to have impact when people could not enter their farms. Then, of course, the ways and means and the borrowing of over 30 trillion without necessary earnings by the CBN vis-a-vis the federal government. And then the global economic situation where even United Kingdom has announced recession. So I think people need to be patient with government, but rather look at what we are doing as a Senate and as a National Assembly. We cannot sit back and allow our people to be hungry.